In the headlines, the national-level scientific workshop entitled 80 Years of the Vietnamese Cultural Outline from 1943 to 2023, Origins and Driving Force for Development. Leaders of Cần Thơ City visited and offered congratulations on the 68th Vietnam Physicians Day. A new rice variety, namely HATRI 200, that is highly tolerant to salinity given the climate change impact faced in the region, publicized. Hello and thanks for tuning in to another edition of Continuous and Top News today. On February 27th morning, Politburo member cum standing member of the Secretariat Võ Văn Thưởng, Politburo member cum director of Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics, cum chairman of the Central Theoretical Council Nguyễn Xuân Thắng, Party Central Secretary cum head of the Central Publicity Education Board Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, Party Central Secretary cum Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà, Party Central Secretary cum Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism Nguyễn Văn Hùng, Party Central Member cum Editor-in-Chief of the Communist Magazine Đoàn Minh Huấn, chaired a national-level scientific workshop entitled 80 Years of the Vietnamese Cultural Outline from 1943 to 2023, Origins and Driving Force for the Development. The workshop was transmitted online in provinces and cities across the nation. Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Dương Tấn Hiển chaired the workshop in Cần Thơ City. The workshop aims to assert and promote the core roles of the cultural outline of the party in 1943, from then contributing to deepening the historical values of the fight for national liberation, safeguarding and building the nation, and reviewing achievements in building and developing the culture in a new period. The workshop mentioned two main contents, including the theoretical and practical values of the Vietnamese cultural outline, the culture of the Vietnamese people, spiritual foundation, driving force for developing the nation in the new phase. Also on February 27th morning, a delegation of the Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, Vietnam Fatherland French Committee of Cần Thơ City, led by Standing Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council, Phạm Văn Hiễu, came to visit and offered congratulations on the 68th Vietnam Physicians Day at Cần Thơ City and Central General Hospitals, February 27, 1955, February 27, 2023. Accompanying the delegation were other leaders of the City Party Committee, People's Committee, and department sectors.
Extending the best wishes to the contingent of physicians, Standing Vice Secretary Phạm Văn Hiễu highly valued efforts exerted by the medical staff and hospitals to overcome difficulties to take good care of people's health. Sharing difficulties with the medical sector, the Standing Vice Secretary hoped that the medical contingent would unceasingly join their medical ethics, raise professional skills, continue to make efforts, proactively overcome difficulties to excellently fulfill assigned tasks, build strong units to affirm the position of a medical center of their regions. Representative leaders of the hospitals reported operational situations of their units while expressing thanks to the concern of city leaders, promising to drive further and contribute to well-protecting people's health.
In response to the Youth Month 2023, on February 26 morning at the Professional Training Center, Cần Thơ City's Youth Union and the Southwestern Mobile Police Regiment jointly participated in the Red Sunday with a message entitled "Donating Blood to Save Life." More than 500 mobile policemen, public security soldiers, and youth union members of Ninh Kiều Bình Thủy Phong Điền donated 534 units of blood. This activity not only brings love to patients, but also spreads good deeds and beautifies nice traditions of the People's Public Security Force for the cause of people's services. A youth work named Introducing Historical Cultural Relics of Cần Thơ City on the digital platform. It has also been officially made public by Cần Thơ City's Youth Union.
This work shows youth pioneering and creative roles in the application of information technology and digital transformation. The work aims at the goal that in 2023, city youth will digitalize youth works like designing websites, performing communication products, installing name boards, QR codes, at 14 national level and 22 municipal level historical and cultural relics. Cần Thơ Grand Prison is the first relic that the youth will carry out its digitalized work.
Also in response to the Youth Month 2023 and celebrating the success of the Congress of Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union at all levels for 2022-2027 term and the 92nd founding anniversary of Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, March 26, 1931, March 26, 2023, on February 26 morning, emulation cluster number 2 of Thúc Nốt Urban District Youth Union and Trung Hương World Youth Union jointly launched the campaign of planting 500 green trees in Trung Kiên World. 500 green trees, mainly apple mangroves, were planted along 30 canal in Lân Thành Quan area, Trung Kiên World, and a length of over 1.5 kilometers in an attempt to contribute to controlling landslides along the canal, building urban environmental protection. The total cost of planting the apple mangroves is more than 4 million Vietnam dong earmarked from socializing sources and raised by the Urban District Youth Union. On this occasion, the Youth Union of Thúc Nốt accepted to afford the study for needy children. A book entitled Cyberspace has just been printed by the Science and Technique Publishing House. This is a useful work conducted by scientists in Cần Thơ City.
The book entitled Cyberspace is co-written by Dr. Lê Quyết Thắng, former Dean of Information Technology and Communication Department of Cần Thơ University, Dr. Trường Minh Nhật Quang, Vice Rector of Cần Thơ University of Technology, Master Nguyễn Văn Kha, expert of the Professional Management Chamber under Cần Thơ City Science and Technology Department. The book has 5 chapters that provide readers with useful information and boost cybersecurity. It is sold on CD and some other websites.
The High Agricultural Technology Research Institute for Mekong Delta, or HATRI, has just produced a new rice variety, namely HATRI 200, that is highly tolerant to salinity given the climate change impact facing the region. The study of the variety began in 2017 with the trial planting in the regional provinces of Bến Tre and Trà Vinh, showing good drought and salt tolerance. According to HATRI Director Nguyễn Thị Lan, the HATRI 200 variety is considered one of the most salt-tolerant rice varieties in the Delta. In addition to its suitability for climate change conditions, the high-quality variety boasts a stable yield, averaging from 6.5 to 7 tons per hectare. Procedures are underway for it to be licensed for circulation throughout Vietnam's arable lands. The qualification round of Vietnam Youth Students Football Tournament for Café de Mang Cup 2023 was opened on February 26 afternoon at Cần Thơ Stadium.
The Vietnam Youth Students Football Tournament is jointly held by the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, Vietnam Students Association, Vietnam Football Federation, and Thanh newspaper. In the qualification round, 42 teams invited into 5 regions played 65 matches from February 18 to March 3rd. 11 teams will be singled out to enter the final round alongside the host team of Tôn Đức Thắng University. The Southwestern regions has 4 teams, including the teams of Cần Thơ, An Giang, FPT Cần Thơ, and Trà Vinh universities. The tournament is a healthy playground for students to exchange the physical exercise, develop the academic football movement, trust, and discover football talents to supplement the youth football team of the nation.
Last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Cần News. If you want to watch again English bulletin, please visit our website kenthtv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.